Hey guys, Jamstrap here and welcome back to another Which Army Should You Collect video. This is a series I've been doing, if you haven't watched any of these yet, where I go through every army in 40k and give you some reasons why you might want to start the army, or maybe some reasons why you might not want to start the army. And then towards the end of the video I'll give you kind of like the discount, cheapest ways to get into the army as well. So yeah, as you can see, today we're going to be talking about Primaris Marines, and specifically pure Primaris Marines. So not mixing in any of the firstborn, like older guys as well. And of course, like I always say, this isn't about tournament and power listing. I'm not going through the rules. This is about what the army's about, what's the playstyle, what does it look like, just the rule of cool, that kind of stuff. Alright, so let's start with the aesthetics. And this is actually one of the biggest pluses to the army and also one of the biggest weaknesses why you might not want to start the army. And if I scroll down here, you just look at these guys. You can kind of see they all kind of look exactly the same. Everything's just kind of very, very vanilla, bog standard marine armor. That's all we're getting here. So yeah, this is everything we're going to be getting, and this is what everything looks like. Now, of course, that is going to be changing with 9th edition. We are going to be getting some sweet, like very characterful looking models and stuff like that. But I'm going to stick to what this point I'm trying to make right now, and then we'll go look at that later. So yeah. Like I said, this might be a minus to a lot of people. So you got like the old Space Wolves, Dark Angels, Blood Angels. I mean, even just the older Marines, they got so much character and everything like that. Whereas these guys are just extremely bland. Now, for a person, if you like really neat, tidy, tactical looking dudes, this is perfect for you. But if you like the more gothic kind of thing, these guys don't really work. But now this is where the actual massive plus comes in. If you're the kind of person who wants to build your own chapter, something completely fresh and new, and you love kit bashing, or even just don't mind it and you want to make something really custom, Primaris Marines are the best army in 40k for that. Seriously, I love kit bashing and nothing comes close to this. I mean, if you watch one of my like army showcases for my Space Wolves, I've kit bashed and stuff, you'll kind of see what I'm talking about. That's one of the greatest points of these, and at first I wasn't really into it, but I've just got absolutely hooked on it, building my own lore, my own like chapter, and just kit bashing, just like making something completely unique. And because these guys are a blank slate, it's so easy and you can just do whatever you want. So for me, the look is a massive plus. Obviously if they did like specific Space Wolf ones and stuff like that, that'd be awesome. But I don't know, I kind of like the fact of making something mine. There's nobody else in the world that's going to have the same Primaris Marines as me. So for me, I think it's a massive plus. Alright, so another thing that's actually going to be changing soon, which has been a massive problem for Primaris Marines, and like I said, it's going to be changing. But if you look at all these guys, what do they have? They've all just got bolt guns in various forms. I mean, these guys got like bolt and plasma guns, basically. Yeah, this is all we're getting right here. So basically what Primaris Marines have been is kind of like a gunline shooty army, which is not like, I mean, some people love gunline shooting armies, some people like close combat, some people like a mix. Unfortunately, Primaris have mainly lent towards shooting. But like I said before, that's obviously going to be changing with 9th edition, so I'll quickly go over to that. We could talk about the aesthetic and the playstyle. So here we go. We're getting Assault Marines. So before it was all gun lines and stuff, and pretty soon we're going to be getting the close combat as well. So they're definitely rounding off Primaris Marines pretty well right now. So it's a good time to get into Primaris if you're more of a close combat or a mixed kind of person. I mean, just look at this bad boy. We're going to be getting a brand new lieutenant. I know it's a bit of a meme at this point, but I mean, he's got a Volkite pistol, I believe that is, and he's got a absolutely massive like storm shieldy thing, a sword, and yeah. This looks awesome. This is what old school kind of Space Marine should look like. It's awesome. It's like I said, all the things that have been missing from Primaris, we're starting to get now. I mean, these guys are, like I said, they still kind of got that bland feeling, that blank slate. But like I said before, for me, that's a plus. And now we're getting chain swords and more dynamic poses and stuff like that. So these are going to be absolutely amazing to kit bash for your Blood Angels and Black Templars and Space Wolves and stuff like that. Especially Black Templars, because they don't need as much kit bashing as other armies. You know, just paint them black, put some chains on them, and Bob's your uncle. They look pretty sweet. So yeah, and let's look at these guys. I mean, this is just incredible stuff right here. I mean, like I said in my last video talking about the 9th edition reveals and stuff like that, I'm not too sure how I feel about the robes going underneath, but that's not really what this video is about. I'm just talking about the fact that we are going to be getting rounded off pretty well, and we're getting some incredible models. So that issue of being a boring gunline army, pretty much gone now, which is absolutely amazing. And lastly, oh, not lastly, I completely forgot about the bikes, which is a bit funny because these are actually my favorite ones. So not only are we getting like salty, tanky, close combat dudes, we're also getting fast attack, and oh man, I cannot wait for these. This is going to be incredible. I got so many like kit bashing ideas and stuff. Oh, it's going to be great. Hopefully they get some more like hard hitting weapons and stuff, not just chainsaws, but yeah, awesome. And lastly, then we're getting this new executioner guy. So he's got this massive blade, he's super gothic looking, and yeah, he's going to be lopping people's heads off. There's another chaplain and a Gravis captain with a massive shield and stuff that has kind of been shown but not really like had a proper image of it yet. So yeah, my point is this kind of like whole gunline thing is gone now, which is incredible. So yeah, that's pretty much it for like the playstyle side of it. They're kind of turning into like real Marines now. The way Marines have always been the kind of jack of all trades. They can do everything, and they're like a great starter army because they do everything kind of well. They're kind of tough, you know. They do everything, like they're the bog standard medium of the game is what I'm trying to say. They're a nice beginner army as well. Also, can be super simple to paint. That can be a really good plus for people. I mean that model is 95% just blue. You just add in a couple extra details and you're done. Or if you want to go a step further, if you want to start doing non-metallic metals, you want to do loads of weathering, you want to do loads of kind of stuff, Primaris Marines are great for that, and like I said, also for kit bashing. Another great thing about Space Marines, I should say, Primaris Marines now, maybe not for like all the Xeno players and Chaos players and stuff like that, but if you're going to start Primaris Marines, you know for a fact you're going to get multiple model releases, you're going to get constant updates, because this is like the baby of Games Workshop. They absolutely love these guys. And that's never going to change. Well, not in the foreseeable future anyway. But if you're like more of a, I don't know, maybe a narrative guy, you want to kind of reason, it can be a bit weird when you've got Space Marines fighting Space Marines, because pretty much everybody's got at least one Space Marine army. And yeah, so you probably end up having Space Marines fighting Space Marines on the table quite often. So, you know, maybe if you're the guy that goes down and takes the like Xeno's army or something like that, that could be pretty cool. But I mean, just play what you love, and yeah, these guys are sweet. Alright, so let's go into, if you were going to start like a pure Primaris army, and to be honest, I haven't gone 100% pure on my Space Wolves. I mean, I've got this, like, I've taken things that aren't the old Marines. Like, I've got the Wolfen, I've got Fenrisian Wolves, and I've got the Stormfang Gunship, or Storm Wolf, or whatever it's called. And I mean, you can do the same thing. Just pick out the things that aren't old Marines in, like, special chapters, like Dark Angels. They got little, like, their aircraft and all that kind of stuff. It gives it an extra bit of flavor. But anyway, I'm kind of going a bit off on a tangent there. So yeah, if you want to start Primaris, what are you kind of looking at? Well, instead of me telling you like, oh, what I would say is, I always say start with a battalion. It's the easiest thing to do. Get 3 lots of troops. You want to get like, where are they now? The intercessor dudes. Yeah, get these guys. I'd get like 2 boxes of these, because I mean, one unit of intercessors can be 5 guys. So you can have, if you buy 2 boxes of these, you technically have 4 units and you only need 3. So that's a pretty good way to go. Nice cheap way to start off. Get these guys. I mean, you can get in cursors and stuff like that, but I feel like if you know the game and everything and you want these guys, then go for it. Intercessors are a bit more like straightforward and easier to use, I think. And yeah, they're well-rounded, they do everything, and they look sweet. So yeah, get 2 boxes of them. Next up, I'll go for the Primaris Captain and the Primaris Librarian, because because of that, you get to use every single phase in the game. You know, get to use the Psychic phase and all that kind of stuff. And of course, you know, you can get a Primaris Lieutenant as well, because yeah, there's enough of them floating about. That's how I would start. From there, then you can kind of go into like aggressors and repulsors and do whatever you want. Just get your needs for the battalion, which is like 2 HQs and 3 troops, I believe, if I remember correctly, and then yeah, just go from there. That's kind of what I've done. Just, you know, it's all about fun. Now let's talk about how are you actually going to get into the army? Like, what's the ways to do it, the pricing and all that stuff. Now, obviously, Dark Imperium is your first way to go into the army. Unfortunately, this is actually going out of stock within the next couple of weeks. So then I would definitely buy this box now, because the 9th edition's coming and I've got a new box coming, which is not a bad thing, because that means you can buy that box because it's going to have Primaris in it as well, pretty much guaranteed. But I feel like these guys is like, from the rumors of what 9th edition is going to be, I feel like this is a much more well-rounded start to a Primaris army. Now, of course, you've got the Death Guard in there, which is a giant ball ache if you don't want them. But you can find this half on eBay really cheap. Or you can get both if you want them, or you can sell that half. I know that's a pain in the ass, but yeah, these guys are everywhere. And besides that, besides this box, there have been multiple like battle forces and army boxes like this through the last like 3 years or something that have pretty much all had Primaris Marines on. So there's always something going on eBay that people no longer want. Or I don't know, check out other marketplaces. But yeah, this is great. In this one you get 2 troops of intercessors. You get your ancient, and it's the only way to get this guy. You get 3 of these fly dudes, Inceptors I believe. You get 5 Hell Blasters, a Gravis Captain, also the only way to get this guy right now. And 2 lieutenants, 1 close combat, 1 shooty guy. So yeah, you got pretty much everything you need. All you would need to add onto this is maybe buy 1 more box of intercessors, and you've got a sweet little battalion right there. You wouldn't need anything else to begin the army. So yeah, I definitely recommend that. Now, of course, if you want to either expand on that, I mean, to be honest, you could buy that box like, or that half twice and just kit bash them up so they look a bit different, but I don't really like doing that. I hate having multiples, and it's kind of boring. I don't want to do that. But if you want to start on a smaller scale, we've got the No Fear box. So yeah, in this one you still get like the Plague Marines and all that kind of stuff, and Primaris Marines, but on a much smaller scale and also a lot cheaper as well. I don't know. Actually, I say a lot cheaper. I think I'd probably fork out the extra bit of cash to get the 2 full things with the rule book. Well, I mean, like I said, the rule book's actually not going to be useful any second now. But yeah, if you want to get it, this is a really good place. If you're not too sure on the army, then yeah, you get your captain, you get your just 1 troop actually, Hellblasters and the fly dudes. Still really good starting point right there. Or you can even buy this to expand onto the Dark Imperium. Or if you're really not sure, you can go even smaller and just get this box, the first strike on, where you get 3 intercessors and you get 3 reavers. Now, to be honest, these intercessors and reavers are actually different to the Dark Imperium Marines. I'll just get this added on top of the Dark Imperium box. That's what I originally did anyway. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Like I said, there's been loads of boxes out. Check eBay. Get this box now while you can, but 9th edition's coming out with some biker dudes and all that stuff, if the rumors are true. And yeah, I think I've probably rambled on enough about this. To summarize, they start off bland, but you can make them as flavorful as you want. It's basically like buying a loaf of bread, and you have to, add on the condiments and stuff like that. You put on your ham and your lettuce and your tomatoes, or your peanut butter and jam, or whatever you want to do. That's basically what they are. They're a nice little blank slate for you to do whatever you want. Playstyle wise, we're looking at, well, currently kind of a gun line, but soon they're going to have fast attack, assault. They're going to be extremely well rounded. They're always getting updated, always getting new models. You're always going to have the new cool toys. And also, because they're always getting updated and getting fancy boxes, there's always loads and loads of discount kind of boxes and cheap little things to get into the army. I mean, I've built up my entire Primaris army, and I have not bought a single separate kit. I'm pretty sure 90% of my Primaris Marines have been through various boxes, like the Shadow Spear box, the Dark Imperium. I bought the Tooth and Claw, all the ones where I've have like 2 armies I actually want. And yeah, because Primaris are always the other half, it's so easy to build up a massive army just by collecting these discount boxes. Talking about discount boxes, I completely forgot this one. Now this says start collecting Primaris Space Wolves, but to be honest, there's nothing in here that makes the Space Wolves. You get an upgrade kit, and you get the the Space Wolf Lieutenant. That's it. So I mean, if you don't want to use the Space Wolfy guy, you can sell him on, and the Space Wolf upgrade sprue sell it on as well. I mean, there's loads of them going on eBay. I mean, I've literally just bought another one of these guys. So yeah, this box, You buy it, sell that on, get some money back. You get 10 intercessors and aggressors. I mean, you buy this box and a Dark Imperium box, you're sorted. You don't need anything else for a long ass time. So yeah, just thought I'd mention that. And also, this is like slightly on a lesser degree, but if you do like these guys over here, these incursors and infiltrator dudes, once again, this is more towards if you want one of these special characters, because it's not really worth it unless you don't want any of the other stuff. So I wouldn't recommend this unless you specifically want orcs or you want Ragnar Blackmane basically. But yeah, that's just depending on when you watch this video and what's in stock. Anyway, I feel like I kind of summarized this like a bazillion hours ago and I'm still rambling on. So yeah, really, really nice, well-rounded, blank slate army. You can do whatever you want, always getting updates. And yeah, it's definitely an army you'd want to, like mine, want to have on the side of maybe another army. Maybe this isn't your main army, but like I said, because they're always getting updates and stuff, it's kind of nice to have them because they're always going to be in that half of the box. You've always kind of got a reason to buy it. So if you play orcs or something, they're your main army and you can build these guys up in the background as well. But anyway, guys, once again, I'm super rambling on you. And another thing I completely forgot, there's actually the Vanguard Space Marine Star Collecting set here as well. So like I said, if you want the tactical guys, this is also a pretty good way to go. And yeah, as always, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. And if you enjoy this kind of hobby content, rambling and kit bash videos, painting guides, all that kind of stuff, then maybe check out my channel and subscribe. But until then, see you in the next one, guys. Bye bye.